scouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. He's got room at the 30. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 65 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. James Prochet, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead. Got outside of the tackle box, and sometimes that can be a recipe for disaster, but here it was not.
It's frustrating for guys on defense, too, because he got out to the left and then still delivered on the move with accuracy.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal. To throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just... So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts flushed out right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. He'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Buying time to his left. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 49 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can... And oh, it'll be intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math, they did it well, and it works for them.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 7, operating from the 34.
What we got? 57's the mic. 57's the mic. I'm going to run.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kaiser White. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Let's go. Tight end left.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is going to slide to a halt inside the 5-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a one-point game.
Ready? Buffalo 18. Panther 60. Panther 60. It's 18. 18's the mic. I got you. I got you. Ready, go.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Hurts will throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Jackson.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Here's Jackson. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, he fakes a spike. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Throwing, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Jackson to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. To about the 26 here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. Touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 26 yards. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And some room to maneuver. A huge play there on the screen pass.